The horrific attack at the concert in Manchester putting the spotlight back on President Trump's travel ban, which has been blocked in the courts. Jay Sekulow, chief counsel for a conservative legal group, saying that after Manchester there is no reason not to support the president's executive order. He says, quote, does anybody want to argue that we shouldn't have an executive order restricting who's coming into the country so that we know who these people are? Does anyone want to argue that case? I'd like to take on that argument. Two federal appeal courts have now heard arguments over President Trump's revised travel ban after federal courts in Hawaii and Maryland blocked the ban from taking effect. Okay, I'm going to start with you, Judge. You know, I wasn't the biggest fan of the travel ban for the rollout reasons and because we stopped Iraqi translators from coming into the country. But the problem isn't just not letting people into the country. It's these lone wolves who are being radicalized here as well, and in Europe.
Well, to me, the problem is the judiciary stepping on the toes of the executive branch in an area where the Constitution gives the authority expressly to the president, and the Congress has said expressly you may do this, you may impose travel bans based on geography for finite periods of time. The courts have said this is not based on geography, it's based on religion, and they have used to support that conclusion the more incendiary language that the president and some of his campaign followers used during the campaign. Can they do that? Yes, they can do that. It's a disfavored way to examine a statute, to look at it by what the person said about it before they were in office. But it means that if Barack Obama had signed this same order, the courts would find it constitutional.
But the question I think that's being raised is do you think there's more of will be more enthusiasm, more support for this travel ban?
I think there'll be more political support for it. I don't think that this will change the minds of the appellate judges in whose hands the travel ban now rests, and I think it will ultimately go to the Supreme Court of the United States.